Hi and welcome to EarthNC. What follows is a very brief tutorial on the new online browser from earthnc.com. For those of you who have been using our online viewer, you'll notice a few design changes and some functionality changes as well. For those of you new to this system, what follows is just again a brief overview of some of the nice new features that we have for viewing NOAA charts directly within a browser. First of all, we have new data elements and new menu selections here with charts, places, and weather. And we have a series of new action buttons, including Create a Route, Share Maps, and Transparency buttons. And then finally we have an enhanced new search facility where you can not only search standard Google locations, but you can also search for chart elements within the browser itself. So just going over this very quickly, if you select charts, you have an option of either looking at individual charts, or what most people do is just view the charts in a seamless fashion. So if you'll notice, when I zoom in and out of the locations here within the browser, there's no notion of individual charts, but you can select and search for individual charts if you like. There's also a new element called Places, where we're going to be exposing more and more data from premium data providers. We have a number of feeds regarding the Deep Water Horizon oil spill. We have content being fed directly from Google, including panorama photos, webcams, YouTube, and Wikipedia. And then finally, we have what we call premium partner content, and we have a number of publishing partners that are going to be bringing their content online. So for example, we have marinas from marinalife.com, marinas, anchorages, and various other data elements directly from Cruisers.net. And when you select any one of these individual items, they will present themselves in the browser, and you can click and get an expanded view of the data elements. Okay. Finally, we also have weather, and we have an increased weather facility, I should say, a better performing weather facility, and a number of different options for looking at weather directly within the online viewer. Most prominently is the radar composite, where you'll see real-time feeds of weather fronts, and this again is in a radar format being fed directly to us from NOAA. You also have the ability to search nearby weather stations, whether or not these are buoy weather stations, airport, marine forecasts, and the like. Now, before we get into the action buttons, it's important to point out that you have a number of modes that you can view the NOAA charts within. So for example, if I want to zoom into the Chesapeake Bay area, I can, of course I still have the weather feed going on here, but I can see the chart. I can also just look at this in a standard map format. So Google Maps allows you simply to view this in a fairly conventional form. And in this case, what we are showing here are the nav aids, which are vector-based, and they're live data, so you can click on them and get more information as you surf around. What is equally interesting is you can also click on Earth mode. This requires the Google Earth API plugin. It's a very lightweight plugin, but what's compelling about this is you now can have full not only satellite imagery, but you have all the controls essentially of Google Earth, where you can tilt your axis, rotate around, and get a much better view of where you're going and the elements you want to see. So I'm going to go back to charts for a moment. In addition to searching locally or geographically, where I search, for example, for Key West, Florida, I can also search for items like navigational elements. So in this case, we have a global search that searches markers, weather buoys, and things like that. And the easiest way to do that is just simply type in all : you hit return, and what you'll see here on the left-hand side are a series of indicators of the search results and the location pins here in the map. And as I zoom in, I can either zoom in and visually inspect it, or I can, in any one of these elements, I can get more info, or I can simply go to it. And as I go to it, I can then collect more info, and then I can see exactly what I want to know about that particular navigational element. Okay? So we appreciate your interest in the product, and we hope you enjoy this. And if you do have any questions, simply type in the question mark, and you'll be taken to a form where you can type in any input that you have in the product, and we greatly appreciate hearing from you. Thank you very much for your time.